history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the little brown jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show them dominance early in this football.
You know, you had to wonder last year if a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, you know, the rivalries with Penn State, Michigan State, and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that little brown jug.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To the air. It's Allen. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of the yardage he could on the punt return. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look at him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. They got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking for space. It's Carney. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their man after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, Dick.
Always got some space.
I think throughout the week in practice when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here in the first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The ball is way in. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature him, throw it up, let him go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. Running into the open space. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might as well stick with him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, with the pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting a big TFL.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. To the air, it's Allen. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In the lore of the little brown jug, guys, it originally was just a water jug that Michigan wanted back, and Minnesota told him, well, come win it if you want it so bad.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's not the most expensive-looking trophy out there for sure, but listen, it was important. It was helping hydrate people back in the day, David, so, you know, we get points for that.
Not expensive, but you know what? Anything that drives the hate between people and the animosity, sign me up, bro. And so we got to play for it. It means something, and people argued about it. Little brown jug me.
Looking for a big gain. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Grab in the backfield. It's Carney. Across the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. they'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the Little Brown Jug.
How about that, man? A little tampering back then, you're gonna fix the game, mess with my players, and I think all those things, it's really cool to learn the backdrops, Jesse, of rivalries and how things are named the way they are and why the hate.
Effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Eaton. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Carney. Creates a little space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Golden Gophers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him, I got him, no, well, nobody's got him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. 2nd down now after the sack. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Eaton. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Right down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give out of the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, it's Allen. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
When I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football.
There he goes! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a man. It's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. They got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll run the RPO and clear to the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the...
Turning it on! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. That's a fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He's starts out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Allen. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short now from their own 48. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Wants to throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grab near the sticks. It's Eaton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe of the 48.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. It's been rare to see the Gophers take control in this rivalry like this, but they can almost taste the water from the little brown jug.
No doubt, and that water is tasting good right now. Minnesota doing a great job handling the moment, handling the pressure. Most of the time they're underdogs in this game, doing what they need to do. Now they just got to finish.
Yeah, Michigan just looks shell-shocked at this point. They can't believe what's been happening. But give Minnesota credit, man. They're hitting on all cylinders, and they're just playing at a different intensity level.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense.
Breaks into the open. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous morning. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Looking for space, it's Carney. At the 40, there he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Golden Gophers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Carney. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And so it's Minnesota who will be sipping the nectar of victory and taking home the little brown jug by beating Michigan. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.